Is Kate Middleton dead? I don't know what the hell her name is. Kate, the exchequer of Duchy of Cornwallis or whatever the hell. I have no clue. Is Kate Middleton, Will's wife, dead? Is she gone? Is she through? Is she no longer? Is she no? Do we have a welfare check on this woman? Now I know a lot of people say, I don't care about this. This is the greatest story ever. Let me tell you why. First of all, the United States, we are the best conspiracy theorists there are. Now, by the way, you know I've said this a million times. These aren't conspiracy theories. These are conspiracy analyses. There are conspiracies. Remember what a conspiracy is? To breathe with. It's a confederation. But we are the best. I know people in this country, they don't believe anything. If there's a school shooting, you get a bunch who don't believe it. If there's World War II, they get a bunch who don't believe the cause of it. Landing on the moon, there's a bunch who don't believe that. There's a bunch of people who don't believe anything or believe in things that don't really matter. I know people right now who do not believe we landed on the moon, and that's their right, and damn it, if you don't like it, move someplace else. Because we have this thing called the First Amendment, and last time I checked, it's still intact. And that's kind of who we are. And we keep the government in check by always saying, I'm not so sure about that. In this country, I promise you, if Joe Biden, that nobody gives a damn about one way or the other, but if for some reason somebody said, hey, Joe Biden's missing, nobody's seen her or whatever, I swear to you, you would have one group that says alien abductees, one would say it's the mafia, but people would be talking about it because we have this thing about don't hide stuff from us. Americans believe in that. Don't hide something. We may look at you and say, you know what, this story is bullshit, whatever. That's the way we think. That's who we are. That's what makes us great. You call them conspiracy theories, whatever. Okay? Because remember, conspiracy theories are always the truth. But here you have Kate Middleton. She's gone. First, they come up with this ridiculous story about, well, she has this, here she is. Oh, no, before that, here she is. She's in the Range Rover with this weird kind of, what is this? She's looking the other way and Wills is looking at, what is this? That's the picture. This woman, one of the most glamorous people in the world, she's somehow hiding from the camera? You gotta be kidding me. Then this ridiculous story about, well, look, here she is with the kids. And then you don't understand something. I don't know about the UK, but in this country, we got a bunch of sleuths sitting around in their parents', basement wearing white beaters covered in Cheeto dust who have nothing better to do than to analyze pictures. And they're saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. They come up with 15,000 points and Redditors, and they go, arrows here, what about this? The fingers, there's too many. Are you, what are you, nuts? And then when they're caught red-handed, what? Wills takes the fall? Takes the fall? What the hell are you? Where is she? Is she dead? Let me say this again. Is she dead? It's a possibility. And the spectrum of possibilities, that's there. Not probability, possibilities. Did she have some kind of facial work done? Some kind of plastic surgery and little anaphylactic problem? Maybe with, who knows, some anesthesia? I don't know. Intubated incorrectly? That could be. Could she have had some pre-existing problem that is much worse? I hope not. She looked healthy. The hell, look at Chuck. This guy's got some serious, whatever his particular cancer is, this thing looks very serious, and I'm no expert here, but if it's not metastatic or stage 4 or something, it is, they just said it's done. He's, okay, fine. And that's another story, all right? But that's a possibility. I'm not reveling in this, okay? I'm not ghoulishly laughing about this. I'm asking a question because I'm an American and it's my nature. And I'm a trial lawyer and a former prosecutor, and I've got this thing about probable cause and reasonable doubt and evidence. Call me wacky. Nobody's saying anything. Even Meghan Markle, they probably told her, you shut up. Nothing. Even I'm convinced. The papers here, the newspaper, nobody says anything. She's missing. Let me put it to you this way. In our country, you could pick up the phone. You could be in the East Worthington, Kentucky subdivision of whatever it is. You can call up the local police and say, listen, I've got this lady in our apartment complex. You know, her car's there a couple of days. I don't know. Can you go check on her? I promise you, they'll be there in a heartbeat. And the police love that. Not like domestic problems where you get shot at, but they really want to do good. And they say, well, let's go. That's it. It's a welfare check. Knock, knock, knock. Police, everything okay? It's a welfare check in East Dothan, Alabama, Worthington, whatever it is. Here! A welfare check. I want a welfare check for Kate. Where are the kids? What the hell's going on here? And they're talking all about, well, there's Harry, and there's Diana, and there's this one, and there's that very interesting suicide, which we'll talk about later. I do that on my private channel. That's worth noting. That's all I'm going to tell you. But not for now. Not for this, because you have a hard time following this, and I don't want to give you too many things to think about at the same time, because I know how you get. You don't like having multiple theories and hypotheses spinning about, like Eric Brand, the fellow on Ed Sullivan with the plates. But I digress, and I know how much you hate that. Where is she? What the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on? This is the wife of the soon-to-be king, the future queen consort. This is it. And let me tell you something about these people. You know, you may have some crazy idea that, well, you know, I think the Saudi family are the most... Oh, no. They can't get near. You don't even know the power, the money, what they own, what they control, what they rule. Fall of the British Empire, my ass. They are hardcore. And when it comes to sleuthing, nobody's better than the MI6. They were born in this. Edward VII, Pearl Harbor, do the math. Churchill, one of my favorites. What a story that is. Oh, he's our friend. Uh-huh. Really? Yeah, okay. We'll talk about that later on. They're the best. Tertius Gaudens? Come on, man. They don't miss a trick. And they have this real funny thing about they never want to ask any questions. Let me ask you a question. Between you and me. Don't tell anybody I ask you this. Do you buy the story about Diana? Yes or no? Do you buy it? Do you buy that story? Do you believe that Henri Paul, remember him? You remember? I'm not going to go through all this again. Dodi Fayed, I've talked about this many times. Do you buy this story? Do you? Don't you love the way they just, the royal family, they just look, Major Hewitt and Harry? Come on, man. They don't say anything. They say, I know what you're thinking. There's no. How about Porchy and Andy? Lord Porchester, Our Little Miracle? Come on, you know the story. Where have you been? These people they look at you. Do you believe me or your lying eyes? They look at you right in the eye, and they lie. They are so good at this. And nobody, not the BBC, not even Piers Morgan, hello, nobody. Not the BBC, not the Daily Mail, Vogue, National Enquirer, nobody. It's like hands off. Do you think one day Kate's going to say, okay, why? What happened? Kate, are you okay? What do you mean, were you okay? Are you all right? Yeah, what? You've been missing. I have? You don't know this? Where's her staff? Does anybody ever say, does her staff show up to work and say, excuse me, yes, I'm her, I do her hair and makeup. Is she okay? I don't know. I mean, this is the best story. Not the story, the reaction to the story. And we're supposed to be conspiracy conspiracy theories. Oh, right. We're supposed to be great. There are more stories about alleged Haitian cannibalism than Kate missing. Why is that? Why? Now, I know you don't care about this, but I have loved the story of the Brits and the British family forever. Any story about homozygotic inbred cousins with people who aren't even, remember Philip? The guy's Greek. What are you talking about? The whole Battenberg, Mountbatten, cousin Willie. Oh my God, the story is fantastic. The divine right. Look at these people. Look at them. It's just, and I like Chuck. The world's worst. Remember the world's worst phone sexer. I want to be your tampon. Good, Chuck. Work on your stuff, okay? Not exactly amaterial. I'd start off maybe with, what are you wearing? But that's me. All right, dear friends. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you just comment at this. Do you ever ask yourself, how does this happen? Why isn't anybody asking anything about this? All right, dear friend. Now do me a favor. Make sure you subscribe to this. I know. You gotta like these. Everybody's always asking me, like the video. I always wait to the end. If you like it, then like it. Subscribe, because even if you're subscribed, sometimes people are unsubscribed. All right, dear friend? Okay. So do me a favor. Your thoughts and comments, please, as you comment, as you see fit.